a diamond at our second year anniversary. Now, today we are going to talk about understanding the global market in network marketing. When we talk about the global market, what comes into your mind? Hands up. What comes into your mind when you talk about the global market? Expanding worldwide. Can you clap for her? Yes. What else? What comes into your mind? Global market. Is it that you don't understand or you're just refusing to answer? Eh? Which one is which? You don't understand or you don't want to talk to me? We are not in a church or in a mosque where you're not supposed to interact. But here we are supposed to interact so that we all understand ourselves. We understand each other. Yes? Sorry? Yes, you can do business with anyone around the world. When you talk about understanding the global market, we are telling you to think global, to think international, to stop thinking about local. This is what we are talking about. And we shall be exploring the trends, strategies, and success factors worldwide. Let me tell you, I've built businesses in over 100 countries, but there's nothing sweeter than having a business outside your country. It is sweeter than the sweet you know. It is much sweeter. Right now here, it is around 9 a.m. If you go to Los Angeles in California now, it's just in the evening. You understand? It's just in what? In the evening. Maybe around 9 p.m. or 8 or something like that. Then you go to most parts of Asia, it's just late afternoons. As you're sleeping, many markets are awake. So it feels so good when you slept. For example, our business is binary. You slept with, on your strong leg, on your weak leg, you have one person to match the other one, and you wake up when the weaker leg has become a stronger leg because of the international markets. It feels so good. I experienced that lots of many times. And because of what we are going to say and to share, now it's much easier today to build a business globally than ever before. It's actually cheaper to build a business globally than even local. That is if you know. How many of us saw people who came from Togo here? Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, DRC, South Sudan, Tanzania. And how many of you wished they were your down ones? You are there wishing, I wish they were in my team. And I'm here to tell you here to stop wishing to make it happen. Hallelujah. Amen. To stop wishing and do what? Make it happen. Global trends shaping network marketing. And when we talk about network marketing, we are just telling you in simple terms, think globally. See yourself building a business there. And OQATA, we have a system that can help you to build the business. First of all, you don't need to go into deliveries. The company has a system how they can deliver and keep in touch with your downlines. Digital transformation and social media expansion. Now, for us, when we were growing, we had no phones. Social media was not there. The only social media that was there then was Facebook. Was what? Facebook. I remember I opened my Facebook account in an internet cafe. Because phones had no internet. But now, everything has internet. Everything. Digital transformation and social media expansion. This can help you both. Then, of course, increase the mobile connectivity worldwide. Now the world is all interconnected. All these are global trends that are shaping network marketing. Then we talk about rise of micro-influencers and content creators. Most of you, I see you on social media, on TikTok, most of you, you're micro-influencers and you're trying to be content creators. Some of you create content about the products, which is also good. And all these have influenced and are shaping the trends in network marketing. Everyone here, when you talk about micro, maybe you fall into that. These are small influencers, not big influencers, small influencers. Everyone is saying something. Everyone is not keeping quiet. And all these that shaping how we do business. Then you also talk about shift towards health, wellness, and sustainability. All these things have changed. The health, wellness, and sustainability industry, everything has changed. People no longer go to the dance classes. You know those dance classes, aerobics, which they do? Now, you put on your phone, you're in your bedroom, and you follow the trainer, right? Just in your bedroom, you put it, maybe you connect with your subwoofer or anything, then you start doing it. Now, all these are changing the trends, how we do business in network marketing. Then, of course, personalize the customer experiences. Whether technology comes or not, let me tell you, people still need the personal touch. People still need the what? The personal touch. And you need to go and have that experience. You know, even with the introduction of robotics, still they can never equal to what a human being can do. They can never. So the personalized customer experiences is also changing. So you need to change with whatever is happening. Then cross-border e-commerce integration. Cross-border. With the global trends that are shaping network marketing, the e-commerce platform has increased. And because of the e-commerce platform, a lot of shops and shopping malls have closed. Big restaurants have closed. Why? Because people don't need to run from here to dine in your restaurant. They just want to browse on the phone and they order, they see and choose and order what they want. So you need to have this in mind. Sometimes instead of taking a flight to go to Zambia to show somebody a plan, you can tell them to jump on a Zoom and you show them. Right? Yes. So you need to utilize the e-commerce, which is cross-border, You can talk to anyone from anywhere with the e-commerce. And that's the beauty with our business. It will help you build a very global business just from where you are. This is a trend where some people sit in their muzigo. You know the muzigo? Down there in Baisi, maybe in Kawempe, or in Mukono, and you never see a person. You see a person once a week, and yet they are doing a lot of sales, they are doing a lot of recruiting. Why? They are utilizing the e-commerce platform, the cross-border. So don't be rigid. Don't be what? Rigid. And you don't want to use these trends. Then also we're talking about the cultural awareness and communication. What comes into your mind when you talk about the cultural awareness? Cultural awareness. What comes into your mind? Cultural awareness. What do you mean by culture? What do you understand by culture? What is culture? Local customs and traditions. Do I have only one student in the whole class? Let me tell you, in adult learning, every answer is right. Just whatever you're thinking, air it out. You're just too shy to share out what you're thinking. Hello? Just bring it out. Nobody will laugh at you. They will laugh at you if they were talking, but they are not talking. So these are the norms, the behaviors of people, and how they also communicate. So before you think about global, you need to also look at their culture. Respect for local customs and traditions. There's some people, yes, you want to share with them about the products, but there is a way how they behave before they even listen to you. Even when they are listening to you, there's a way how they expect you to behave. Are we together? I'll give you an example. If you go to the Arab world, mostly our brothers and sisters who are Muslims, when you go to do a presentation, they expect you to also sit on the mat like them, with your legs like this, and you share with them. Because if you stood up, it might be an insult to them. Yes or yes? Yes. And I mean, there are many that I cannot explain, but you need to know how they behave. There are some places I think I went to, and these people, even if you're who, before you speak, you need to follow their protocol. And what is their protocol? The clan leader needs to speak first. They need to speak first and welcome you and allow you to speak. Yes. Even us here in Uganda, we have our culture, but you don't follow. If a president went into your village, he will not speak until the chairman LC1 has allowed him to speak and welcome him. Even if you're a president, imagine a president. Chairman LC1, if he doesn't invite him and makes sure that everything is comfortable, remember the president owns security. But he needs to be informed by the chairman LC1 that feel at home. Security is guru guru. You understand? That's the culture here we have in Uganda. So you need to know different customs and traditions of the local people everywhere you go to. And it's not hard. You just need to ask someone, how do you behave here? How do you behave? You go in a tradition, in a place, for them eating, they use hands. And for you, you're busy asking for forks. It will be an insult. Eh? You understand? You go to China or Japan, most of Asian countries, they give you the chopsticks. I struggled with them. I had to learn by force. Imagine eating chopsticks with rice. And you're in a table of great leaders who are Malaysian, who are Chinese, Koreans, and everyone, they're serving them with chopsticks. No forks, no spoons, no nothing. And they expect you to eat rice and drink soup. Eat the soup as well, with chopsticks. You understand? Yes. We have it also here in Uganda. You go to a Kwanjura, you go with a suit. They will look at you, you'll be the odd man out. You don't know how many councils I have at home. Every Kwanjura, every Mukoro, I buy a council. You understand? This is, as you're building business, you need to have this in your mind. Then, of course, tailoring your pitch to cultural values. When you need to know and give examples exactly to what they can see and relate to and understand. You don't have to come from here and you think everyone does things like the way you do them here. For example, us in Western Uganda, we are free. You can give a handshake, you can hug everyone. But here in Uganda, they say that is a go-zone area. Your mother-in-law, but for us in Uganda, she's the one who, in Western, she's the one who even gives you, we call it akafomito. Gives a big hug and feeds you. Now you come from Kabale and you hug your mother in Uganda. It will be a taboo. You understand? Do you understand? Yes. You need to understand all these things. And the people around you, they will give you the information. Understanding regional languages and gestures. Regional languages and what? Gestures. And gestures. That's why because I've traveled a lot, I usually make sure I know the first 5 words, the greetings, how you ask people. You know, you ask the major things you need so that people will feel you. Do you have people here from South Sudan here? Now, when I come to South Sudan, when I say, I come in, I say good morning, I say Sabalkel. Now, they say Sabalnon. Then in the afternoon is Misarkel. Now they feel like, oh, he's maybe like part of us. Then you go to Lila Patch. You have those people here. Where are you? Ibrahim Abel. Nyinga. And now David Okelo. Afoyo Matek. Afoyo Totoa. I know some words. You go to the Lugwara, you know, you say Mingoni, Mamuke, our default Minambo. So at least you know some words. When you meet someone, you first engage them with that, they will say, oh, okay. Then as they try to go deeper, you say, me, I stop here. Then they laugh like you have laughed. That has created a connection. You understand? Yes. Then avoid cultural insensitivity. These are like doing the things that they are a taboo to them. You understand? You go to, you enter, you go to visit someone in their home, and you don't remove their shoes, or you enter mosque with your shoes. That is an insult. But for us, it is normal. Going to church with shoes is what? Is normal. But you enter mosque with shoes. Oh. I'm just giving you an example how different people behave. How a single mistake can cause trouble, can make people hate you. And they won't forgive you because they expect you to know. You understand? They expect you to do what? To know. Because you're ignorant, it won't be a fair defense for you. They say ignorance has no what? No defense. So you need to have that in mind. Building trust through cultural empathy. What is cultural empathy? Feel them. Behave like them. Try to be like them. And it is not hard. By the way, what I've experienced, because when you go there, they will understand that you're not like them. Anything that you do that is like theirs, it earns you a respect and a credit. You understand? They will know you're a foreigner. But when they see you, even trying to do like what they do, I'm telling you, they be happy. They feel happy. My first time building West Africa, I went and, oh my God, West Africans have different dishes that here it is a taboo. Their dishes, oh my. But I went to this family, they prepared the things, and I'm like, okay, now I need to behave. You tell yourself that I need to what? To behave. Let me tell you, I ate the things I thought I would never eat. And they said, how was it? I was, wow, this was fantastic. You're saying, who tells you, did I die? I didn't die. I'm here. Yes. Then there's a time I also went to the part of South Sudan, I think it is Western Equatorial Province, a place called Yambio. We have South Sudanese here. There's a kind of dish they prepare. They are greens. It's a sauce. Greens, like we are eating it with bread. Like once you put bread you're trying to eat, you see it is stretching. And you're like, oh my God, what is this? You know it? But it is When you put it in the mouth, it's very yummy. I mean, we have eaten a lot of things. You go to Mexico, Latin America. You know, they eat, like here we eat grasshoppers, right? For them, on the streets, what is equal to grasshoppers, they are cockroaches. They are other insects that here we don't even look at. But it's a delicacy for them. And we are moving with these Mexicans on the streets. They were like, you come and you taste our street food. And you close your eyes, and they're like, how is it? Say it's yummy. And they feel happy. You understand? Yes. So if you're ready to build international, you should be ready to taste the things you've never tasted before. You should. These prawns over what? Let me tell you. The seafood. These are the things I thought I would never eat. But you're on a table of VIPs, ambassadors. I'm the ambassador from Africa. I'm the one representing the continent. They've ordered the menu. And for you, you say, this one I don't eat. You show your marrow. Sure. You eat. There's a time, these guys were like, you go out for dinner and they say, we want to eat sushi tonight. And you go the restaurant, you know sushi. You Google. The whole dish is cold, nothing is hot. And it is dinner and it is done and it is yummy and everyone is like, wow. So you need to know all these things using global platforms with local relevance. So if you're not ready to do this, then you're not ready to be successful. Most of you are like, if it means going through that, I think I'm not ready. Yes. Success is not for the weak or the faint-hearted. You need to be very, very strong. I thought I would never eat a snake or a crocodile. We went to this restaurant with my colleagues, and they ordered in their language I didn't understand. Now, if they are speaking Chinese, do I know Chinese? No. And they ordered, and after eating, that's when I realized that actually I had eaten a snake. And it was yummy like fish. But for a crocodile, it's more yummy. I mean, a crocodile, you not even. It's yummy. Rats, no, I've not tasted. Regulatory and legal considerations. Every country, they have their rules and regulations. And especially when you are building international, you need to understand these international multi-level marketing regulations. But this shouldn't scare you. Why? Because the locals, they know what is required for them to do business. You understand? The locals know. They're also complying with country-specific laws. They also know this shouldn't be a bother for you. They will always find out. We have different people where we are not registered today, but products are getting there. How are they getting there? The local people know how they do business in that country. So they will always guide you, avoiding pyramid schemes, accusations. Everyone will think every network marketing company is a pyramid. So this is where you need to come in and do the real teaching. We are a real company with the real people, with also real products, with a real compensation plan. Then also adopting compensation plans legally. There are some countries, where we, like you see how you see River Kenya. You see River what? River Kenya. Some countries, they want you to not to sell a product with direct, you call it direct, like the way it is. River Kenya, it's a product for the for carrying the river. So some people, countries, they don't want you to bring it like that. But you will always find a way of doing it. So you need to be aware of all these. The compensation plans. Some people, when you say you bring in someone, then you get a commission. Some people, they don't want you to say that you get a commission. They want you to use the language like you're rewarded for helping someone. It means the same, but they don't want you to say it direct. So you need to understand the language, how most of these people do, and also the compensation plan. And especially we have like the Sharia laws. They don't want you to, like, you make profit for them making profit, but there is a way how you can also do it. It means the same profit, but not bringing it as like you make a profit from someone. A profit that is against our Sharia laws. So there is a way how you need to plan how to present the compensation plan, registering businesses appropriately. And we should clap for OQATA on this one. Let's give OQATA a big hand clap. Because here, OQATA, we are moving ahead to do this for you. You don't know how many countries that are on the table where we already registering. Some of these things we don't tell you to excite you, but we are already into many countries where we are trying to register officially for you. So by the time you even have business there, registrations will be complete. So you don't need to bother with this. This one, we are doing it for you. Then keeping up with evolving legislations. Today the law is this one, tomorrow is the other one. You need to know. Also, the good news is you need to use the people in that country to share with you. Are we together? They will always tell you how things are done in their country. And in most cases, this is how I used to do it. I go in a country, I will first look for the top people in the government. If they are not top people in the government, I'll get the top people in the army or the top people in the police. These people, they always know the do's and don'ts, and if it is smuggling and maneuvering products, they know how to do it for you. You understand? Yes. But when you meet someone down, they will be damn scared to do business. But people on top, they're not scared at all. So always go bigger and think bigger. Then strategies for global expansion. Identifying target international markets. Let me tell you, if you say, I want to get downlines in South Sudan, you will get them. If you say you want to get downlines in USA, you will get them. The only problem here, you're not thinking global. That's your only problem. Everyone thinks. Do you know you think even when you don't know you're thinking? Hello? Do you know you think even when you don't know you're thinking? So what are you thinking about when you don't know you're thinking? What do you really think about? Don't tell me nothing. Just direct your thoughts to thinking global and into certain markets. You will definitely get people there. Whatever you think, you achieve. That's the law of the universe. Whatever you think about, you achieve. Whatever you focus on, it expands. Maybe you're focusing on Bryce. That's why you're getting prospects from Bryce. But if you're focusing globally, you build the global markets. Very simple. So you need to think about global. Then also building local leadership and partnerships. When you have identified someone, let me say in Zambia, strengthen them, empower them so that they can be local strong leaders and empower them. Then also localize this training and onboarding. What is global, and international markets now concretize it so that you have the local trainings in that country. Have a system. And already we have a system here. You just need to duplicate the system we have here into that particular market. It's very easy. I've built businesses where everything I'm doing it myself. But here at OQATA, the company has a system that actually for you, what you need to do is to just bring people on board and share them the business. That's what you need to do. We have a whole customer care desk that calls your downlines. How many of you have your downlines received calls from the company? And how do they feel? Some of you sponsored them and you forgot about them. But the company will have a full customer care desk to call on your people. To tell them, hey, keep on keeping on. In case of anything, call us. So the company is doing the work for you. You should clap for the company. Customizing market strategies per region. Customizing market strategies for every region. I remember those days, every presentation I could do, like a recognition rally I could do with my team, I could bring in the music. You know, you have music, you're recognizing and you're playing the music. I mean, people will feel good when you go to Mbale and you're doing a recognition and the music you're playing is Kadodi. Eh? But imagine in Mbale, then you're playing Tina Tine no Belantwalo Miamba. You understand? Or you're in Western, then you're playing the Kadodi. Then they'll be like, we don't understand this. But the moment you keep on selecting what they love, then you're personalizing their region, customizing it for them. Are we together? Yes. If they have a local DJ, a local musician, bring them as a surprise, their local musician. Even when they sing, he or she sings the things you don't hear. But it's not for you, it's for them. Are we together? So you need to customize and put strategies per region. Don't mix that for me in Uganda, we do this. Excuse me, when you go to northern Uganda, it's not Uganda. Yes. Then utilizing global logistics and supply chains. The other time, they said she was sending products. You are sending products to Burundi, right? And you told them you are using what? When you're sending products to Burundi, you used which means? EMS, that is post office. That's a global logistic. Instead of struggling to send on the bus, maybe the product, go to post office, there's EMS, they send you. Or you go to DHL, they send. EMS is cheaper. Yes? 5 days they reach. Now, if you want to build the international business and you want to know how to send the products, contact her. Free consultation. But you need to take her for tea. Tubogera kumalusu. Tracking performance with data analysis. All these things you be having them. So you need to know how many people are coming from this country. How many packages, which products are they buying more, and which age group is joining mostly. When you go to the whole of, this is my experience, I don't know, maybe things have changed. When you go to South Africa, the southern part of Africa, you find people who are doing network marketing are mostly the working class, people who have retired, because these people, they have the money, they know why they need to work. You will be having a presentation like this is full of people above 40. You understand? Yes, there are also the young ones, but mostly the age bracket of that category. Now, if you know you go to Malawi and people joining are basically old people, why prospect the young ones? Are we together? Prospect them, but put more effort on the what? On the old people. You need to understand all this. Because when there is anything that requires a trip, these people, they will finance themselves because they have the money. Now, when you come to Uganda, things are which you come cope. People who have the money, they don't have the guts and the zeal. But the young people, they can even steal to attend the event. They can do anything to attend the what? The event. So you need to strike the balance, understand all these dynamics. Are we together? In Uganda here, in Kampala, when you meet a street person, know that those ones, they need the opportunity. Not having the money there and then, that one cannot stop them from joining. So you need to be flexible in your mind and understand who is joining, which category, which products are they interested in mostly. Don't sell Andro tea to young guys. That's not their problem. Their problem is money. But you meet the people of a certain age, you talk about Andro tea, they say, how much? They say, bring me 5 tins. They want in bulk. Because they are scared it might get finished from the company. But a young guy, you're telling them, Andro tea, they say, azene kakasa. No one say kakasa, you see kizibu changa. Then challenges in the global network marketing. Challenges. You can interfere with get language barrier and translation issues. Now with this, now it's no longer a challenge. How? We have apps on the phone. You can be having it like this. You're talking to a person, it is translating instantly. You're understanding? You're speaking English and you're talking to a Chinese and you're talking, the phone is in the middle, is interpreting for you. You're speaking in English, they are getting the message in Chinese. Instantly. Then you go, at least every place you go, there is always someone who can help you translate. Use that. That's not a big challenge. But if you don't know, if you have a closed mind, it becomes a what? A challenge. Then, of course, it's currency exchange and the rate fluctuations. That's why here at OQATA, you can join from anywhere as long as you send us money that can be translated into dollars. So here we use Uganda shillings, but we have an international currency, dollars. People in Togo, people in Benin, people in DRC, people in South Africa, all what they send is what? What is equivalent to dollars? So that shouldn't be a big challenge for you. Currency exchange and the rate fluctuations. You just say, don't we have the prices of products in dollars? And don't we have a dollar presentation? Yes, mention the dollars. It's up to them to translate that into how much it is in their local currency. Don't be bothered. But if you don't know, then it becomes a challenge. Then the following consumer behaviors. Consumer behaviors. I remember some time back when we had started, how many of us know omega-3? Omega-3 is made from salmon fish oil. So when you swallow that capsule, it is what? It is fish. Now we have some tribes here in Uganda, like the Bahima, who don't eat what? Fish. Now imagine. They have high blood pressure. Their customs, their beliefs, when you eat fish, your cows die. But omega-3, it removes cholesterol, cleans the blood vessels, and is also a brain enhancer. It brings out the memory. Then for gout, arthritis, it is very good. Then you meet these people who believe eating fish will affect their cows. They will die. So how would you attack them? Attack with that. You need to sit to them and say, do you want to die and you leave your cows? Or you need to balance. Tell them you're actually more important than the what? The cows. This will help you. Tell them because you don't eat the omega-3, which is from the salmon fish, is why you're having gout and arthritis. And that's why you're having a lot of cholesterol that is causing the hypertension. You need to make sure you teach them, because different people have different cultures and norms and behaviors when they are consuming certain things. Are we there? Yes. Then time zones and coordination difficulties. If you are ready to build international, you need to spare time. Sleeping, you need to forget it for certain times. Imagine, right, it is 9. Now people in Canada, they are trying to sleep now. They wake up, they are 7 a.m. Is at 2. Is at 2, 3. That's when they are waking up, they are going to work. Now for you, you're prospecting somebody from Canada, and you're calling them because your upline told you between the 8 and the 9 is time for calling. And you're busy calling for someone. Here it is at 8. You're busy calling someone who is in Canada. And they've just put their head down to sleep. And you're calling. They wake up and they find 20 missed calls. And they'll be like, did you lose your brain? What made you make all those calls? Do you still have your kidney? It's the way you're calling me. It's as if you lost your kidney and they told you I'm the one who is it. As in you're not. You need to know and be in their shoes the time you want to talk to them. When I was building those markets, the best time to have Zooms was 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning. That's when for them they are like comfortable. Or at 6, for some people at 6 and 7 a.m. like now, 6 in the morning here. That's for them, they have relaxed, they have finished work, they are like having dinner, they are ready to sleep. You need to know, have those time zones. Are we together? You need to understand. You need to know. For example, if you're talking to someone in Australia, today is which date? 30th. Now, when you go to Australia, it is already the 31st. Now, when they are telling you, let's have Zoom at this time, 30th, at 10 p.m., now for you waiting for 30th, you call them, they say, but the appointment was for yesterday. That was yesterday and you missed it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Yes. You need to know those time zones. The same applies to when you're traveling. The moment you're traveling from one country to another, you need to be mindful of the watches. You need to change the time zones. Otherwise, you will miss the flights. Because wano bagamba it departs sawa musanvu, ngoli musawa musanveze Uganda. You go to the airport, they tell you, oh, the flight left 5 hours ago. Because you're still thinking local. You think everything is like Uganda. Limited access to digital tools in some areas. Some people don't have internet, which is okay. Me, this is not a problem because when we started building, there was no internet. We could deliver products manually direct to their people on their doorstep. No digital tools to use. But now, at least at least I'm sure in every village in Uganda, there are some people with smartphones having internet. Today. Then balancing central control with local autonomy. For you're here, you're saying, this is how we do things at Voodoo. You need to transfer Voodoo from Kampala to Apache down in the village. You understand? You need to make sure you have their own way of they do things. What you do here, do it there, but in their own way. Localize whatever you do here to them. Then, of course, the last keys to long-term global success. Strong brands and product reputation. Let's clap for OQATA for this. At least OQATA has done this for us. Our products, they have a very strong brand and a very good reputation. Why? Because our products are made from the US by Access Creation, a reputable company that has been doing that for over 25 years. So you should ride on this. Are we together? Talk about our products and our company with your head high. Because what we have, very few companies have it. Then, of course, consistent value-driven messaging. Like I've told you, our company is doing it for you, but you also need to do it. being in touch with your customers, with your people. And our values are very, very strong. Then also, scalable systems and infrastructure. Still, OQATA has done this for us. We have a system where a person just needs to plug in and the rest will be history. And as a company, we are even doing it much better. We are going to be in an era where you just send someone a link. They join from wherever they are, and they pay from wherever they are, and you find the person is in the system within 10 minutes. After sending the link, the person is already in the system by themselves. That's what we are working on. Because this issue of forms filling, the forms is outdated. Eh? It is what? Outdated. Those are the things we used to do 20 years ago. Fill the forms, sign here, attach the national ID. These things, we are changing them very, very fast. Because we know the era we are in an era where things are just done like this. Are we together? So we are working on things very fast to make sure the entry to be seamless, like how you enter where you know. Just easy. You just slide in the company. Why are you laughing? Continuous training and leadership development. How many of us are happy with our training? Yes. And it's going to be even very much better. Even very much better. Because we are working on what we call the OQATA Success Academy, where we shall be graduating leaders like no man's business. Not just graduating kwala people, but leaders who know what to do. Because we have all what we have experts. Then building inclusive and diverse teams. Inclusive and diverse teams. So, because we are global, that's why during our anniversary, we had to recognize every country. We are diverse, but we are all need to be fitting in OQATA. And that's one thing we are doing. And that's one thing you should also do. Build yourselves a team from anywhere. They be part of us. Then adaptability to change and innovation. You need to be very, very flexible to change and innovation. I remember when I started, when smartphones came, right now I've improved. Like texting, how do I communicate with someone I have to text when, to me it is too slow. I already know what to tell you, then I have to type it. I just call, that is me. Instead of typing a message, I what? I call. Because I feel like texting is wasting my time. You know, I love you so much. You know, you don't know how much I feel. I call you, I tell you what I feel. You know, this product, it does this, and it makes you what, and behave this. I call you and you feel the voice, and where it needs to put the feelings, I put the feelings, you feel them on the voice. But how do you put feelings in the text? For you putting feelings in the text, you put emojis. And who tells you everyone understands emojis? Come on. Huh? There's a time when somebody, you know this emoji that says like this? Eh? What does it mean? Eh? Eh? You see now the confusion. Somebody is saying it means high five, another one is saying like playing respect. Now, which one is which? Eh? Being appreciative. You see? You see now, you also hear the confusion. Now, you said it to somebody they don't understand. But when you call someone, they say, oh my God, okay, when this, what you've done for me, thank you very much. They will feel it. But an emoji, now, some young people, they can write messages, the whole page to another one using emojis. For them, they're understanding themselves. But for you, look at the emojis, you're like, what is this? You understand? Yes. You need to be adaptable to these changes and innovations. Right now, I can also text, but still some people, they still complain that my text is too short. I just put one word or two. Okay, that's fine. Great. Like in Zimbabwe, you understand? But now I can put a sentence or two. I keep on, because you need to understand where I come from. But I know this era still, I need to change it to fit into what people. The MC introduced me like I've spent 28 years in network marketing. It's 21, please. Because some of you, when you say 28, you think I'm very old. I'm not very old. No, I'm not young. But I'm not very what? I'm as old as you're seeing me. Because I joined network marketing when I was 13. Now, in network marketing, the world is your marketplace. Your growth is only limited by the size of your what? Of your vision. What is limiting you is in your mind. Otherwise, the world has become a global village. Why live locally? Yet we are in a global village. Ask your neighbor, why live locally? Ask your neighbor, why live locally? Yet you are in a global village. Why live locally, yet you are in a global village? Think global. Whatever you think of, it will happen. Every time, those days, I could put, as the year began, among the things to put, I would put the countries I want to have business. Most of you are here, you're only putting Lira, Guru, Kabale, Kasese, Mbarara, Jinja. Really? Why? What occurred to you? What is happening to you? You're only thinking those places to build business. And after you complain, who is stopping you from putting USA? Who is stopping you from having a business in Nigeria? Who is stopping you? Ladies and gentlemen, who is and what is stopping you? Whatever you think of, you can achieve. I've done a lot of experiments with myself, and trust me, in a joking way, I've achieved them and I've hit them. You just wake up and you say, this year I want to go here. And you find a way, you go there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I remember, I think it was 2010 or 2009. I had put one of my scale, because those days, somebody told us that for you to be successful, you should do the things you fear most. Whatever you're fearing is the things you should do. And I remember the year was beginning. I was scared of heights. And guess what I put? I put bungee jumping. Bungee what? Jumping. How many of us know bungee jumping? And guess what? That was 31st December when I put it. Around July, the company I was in then put us. We had to have regional leadership retreats. And all the leaders, those days, we had to go to Zambia. And when we went to Zambia, guess where? There was bungee jumping on River Zambezi, Victoria Falls, on that bridge that connects Zambia and Zimbabwe. They do bungee jumping there. And we went as a team. Guess what? I was like, today is my day. I went, they tied my legs, I looked down, I said, but I wrote it. I need to do bungee jumping. And I did it. I did it. And ever since then, you can't scare me with anything. Because all the things I fear, I've done them. What do you fear? What do you fear? What do you fear? Come on. What's your name?
Called Mastula.
Mastula. What do you fear?
I fear Sudan.
Eh?
I fear Sudan.
She fears South Sudan.
Not South Sudan. Sudan. Sudan of Khartoum.
Khartoum.
Yeah.
What do you fear there?
Because they don't know English and their Arabic is not the same as we read in the Quran. Psyche like that. How I will talk to them.
I wish there was somebody here from Sudan. I would love to sponsor you to go there.
He's there, he's there.
You're there. When are you going to Sudan? Tomorrow. Can I sponsor you? Go.
Yes.
With him.
Yes.
You come here, you tell us where you come from. Eh? When?
He's stopping in Juba, South Sudan.
He's stopping in Juba.
I want to Khartoum of South Sudan.
There's no Khartoum of South Sudan.
It's Sudan.
You want to go to Sudan?
Yes, Sudan.
When are you going to Sudan? You're going to Sudan or South Sudan? Eh? South Sudan. She wants to go. Any opportunity you see somebody going to Sudan, I will sponsor you, you go. You go there. You do the things you fear. I remember there's a time I went to South Sudan. There was war, and I have these downloads of mine. They organized the presentation in a place called Kajokeji. You know Kajokeji? Eh? Mama. We went, and when we reached, I think, Moyo, the borders were crossed. We used the border from Moyo to Kajokeji. I don't remember. What I think I remember, we took around 3 or 4 hours. Dust was all over me. Eh? You know, once you're focused, nothing can ever stop a made-up mind. Listen, what makes you fear? Because you're not focused. You're not what? Focused. But once you put your eyes on a prize, you will not see anything until you get that prize. You will pay the price for the prize you want. The moment you you see you're failing to pay the price, you know the price is not clear. The price is not what? Clear. Is not good enough. There are many things that weird things we have done. I will put time, maybe a session, to tell you the risks I've done and where I've risked. You will enjoy it. Because even me, every time I think about them, I feel like, I think I'm a man. There's a time I went to Yambio and I chartered a plane. There was a missionary organization that used to have those flights. It's called MAF, Mission Aviation Fellowship. They used to go there. I was with the pilot. I thought we are going as many people, only to reach the airport. It was me and the pilot and the Migugu. As we are flying, when you're going there, you go along the borders of the thick forest of Congo. It started raining and it was stormy. The plane, the wind would take it. I saw the pilot sweat. I sweated. Then it could go up. Then it could come down. We see touching the forests. And I was like, wow. It was stormy. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. When I arrived at the destination, that day, I was like, I will never die on a flight. The moment I survived that one, I was like, no, I will die of another death, but I will never die of a plane crash or anything. Let me tell you, you don't know what it means. You're going here. The storm takes it this time and it rotates, and the pilot sweat brings it back, and it goes up. It comes down. You're about to hit the forest. Oh, my. And when we reached, I was like, because it was a return. Coming back after like 4 days, you're using the same flight. I asked if I went by the road, how long will it take me? They said, from Yambio, coming to reach Arua, you will not reach. Why? Those days, that's when there were many rebels and wars and bullets. They're like, you will not reach. I was like, let's go back. That's why I don't fear anything. Because if you're to die, you die. If it's not your time, you will not die. Why fear? Most of the things you fear, like, I fear talking to this customer, that is bullshit. Fear, what is the worst a customer will do to you? No. What has to do with you? Nothing. And you find here you're not talking to people, you're fearing the rejection, to be rejected. You fear to be what? Rejected. Some of us, we've been rejected by over 5 women. And they are all regretting. That's their loss. That's their what? And I'm like, I wish you had persisted a little bit longer. The person they left you for is broke. Now for last year, we keep on becoming shy, we keep on shining, and somebody fears to be rejected. How will you get something better if you don't lose what you have? So ladies and gentlemen, don't fear anything when you're building this business. You should have a mind of unstoppable. Be unstoppable. Otherwise, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Allow me to call our country manager to come and say hello to us. Can we give him a very big hand clap? This is the only country manager that has organized a very successful first year anniversary. and hosted everyone.